This is the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
You're inside Jamaica Magazine.
Encouraging the information flow, sharing the news and views you need to know.
We are building an informed Jamaica every day.
Listening to what you say.
It is Tuesday, January 5. Thanks for joining us for another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I am Alison Watson. Coming up in the news, JIS family holds vigil for missing staff member. Accompong Maroons to celebrate tomorrow, and water woes in Mandeville. Stay with us. The news in detail after this break.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Radio.
We'll have Cargo McWills and House Matters in our features package.
And now the news and Kevin Clark. Research and publications. Television.
It's Wednesday, October 28th. We've got a hot Jamaica Magazine. Welcome to another edition of
Editorial and photography. Public relations.
It is set to be the driving force of the agency.
All this and more in one place. 4 divisions, 15 departments.
the largest organization of its kind in Jamaica, and I dare say in the English-speaking Caribbean.
One strategic objective.
Truth. Well told.
It's the Jamaica Information Service.
The voice of Jamaica.
And now the news. JIS staff members continue to hold out hope for a safe return of their co-worker, Michael Roberts. The 41-year-old is employed as a printer pressman at the Jamaica Information Service. He has been missing since Wednesday, December 16. Yesterday, his colleagues held a vigil to pray for his safe return.
He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me.
What we are showing, we're not really concerned about people's status or their position. We love one another and we honor and treasure one another.
Levity mixed with sorrow as the Jamaica Information Services staff members came together yesterday to pay tribute to their missing co-worker. Michael Roberts, who is also known as Lucky, has been missing since mid-December. Yesterday, his co-workers paused to share fond memories and pray for his safe return. Chief State Liaison Ian Boyne remarked that the crisis has tightened the bond among staff members. Monday evening, that bond was extended to Michael's family, including his mother and sisters, who also attended the vigil. His co-workers in attendance, led by Chief Executive Officer Donna Marie Rowe, described Michael as always smiling, a gentleman who was always willing to go above and beyond the call of duty to help a fellow employee. Deputy Superintendent of Police Sonia James Thompson was invited to address the workers. She lamented the high incidences of persons going missing and made a plea for members of the public to report missing cases immediately.
It is important to note that we do not allow a 24-hour waiting period, which I realize is still the commonly held view, but it is incorrect. It must be reported immediately, and the police will begin their investigation. In going to make a report, you will need a photograph, preferably a full-size photograph of the individual. and you will give a comprehensive statement.
Michael Roberts is a resident of 17 Cavita Crescent in Duncan Spence, Spanish Town. He was last seen wearing a blue shirt, camouflage pants, and a Santa Claus hat. If you have any information on Michael's whereabouts, contact the Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch at 984-9757 or 119.
Too many plans and too little action. That, according to Trinidadian motivational speaker Kay Barrington Thomas, is one of Jamaica's biggest problems. Speaking at a JIS function in Kingston yesterday, Mr. Thomas said Jamaica has some of the brightest people on the planet, but the country has not been able to benefit from it.
The bright thing is something that you have to escape from. It's not about bright. It's about what we're doing with the bright. The application is everything.
Thomas says in addition to applying what we know, Jamaicans have to unite towards a single goal. Pointing to some controversial people in history, he challenged Jamaicans to pay attention to the valuable lessons that can be learned from them.
If you want to study somebody and something this year, study Adolf Hitler and study it quick. Study how one little madman was able to move a nation of millions of people on a movement that rocked the whole world, and it took the entire world to stop them.
Mr. Thomas says, like the Germans, Jamaicans must begin to truly believe in their ability to do great things so the country can emerge from this crisis. Mechanical problems today affected water supply in sections of Mandeville. The problem impacted residents served by the Greater Mandeville water supply system. Among the areas that had to endure low or no water conditions were Downs, Prospect, sections of New Forest and New Green, Farm and Nain. Persons in Sea Air, Spurtree, Greenvale, Hatfield, Dunrobin, Balvenie, Mandeville Town, Georges Valley and Richmond also experienced water shortages. The problem extended to Old England, Grey Ground, Newport, Wards Avenue, Hearties, Albion, Mayday, Romelia, Marshall's Pen, Miketown, Lincoln and Huntley. Meanwhile, the National Water Commission also reported problems at its Norbrook tank in St. Andrew. A broken main in the vicinity of Ebony Glade disrupted water supply to residents of Cherry Gardens and Norbrook. The NWC had to lock the Norbrook tank to carry out the necessary repairs. The annual Maroon Festival in Accompong in St. Elizabeth is tomorrow. Thousands of Jamaicans and foreigners are expected to attend the 2010 staging of the festival. The day usually starts with a ceremony that pays respects to Maroon ancestors at the Peace Cave. This is thought to be the site of the signing of the 18th century treaty between the Maroons and the British. This ceremony is usually followed by feasting, dancing, and traditional mile drumming. It culminates in a parade and street dance that continues throughout the night. And those were the stories making the news today. For more information, please visit our website at www.jis.gov.jm. Stay with us. Jamaica Magazine continues.
You may be wondering if it's safe to eat pork. According to medical experts, the influenza A H1N1 virus is not spread by food. You cannot get the virus from eating pork or pork products either. So, eating properly handled and cooked pork products is safe. A message from the Jamaica Information Service, the Voice of Jamaica.
Imagine a network of small, medium, and large entrepreneurs harmonized to achieve shared goals of business growth and wealth creation. Workshops buzzing with skillful minds and the latest machinery, consistently generating products of the highest quality and commanding the marketplace. This kind of accomplishment is dawning once again for local manufacturers of furniture and wooden products as they reposition to recapture a major share of the multi-billion-dollar local furniture market.